In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make over $5,000 per month simply by playing a game. Yes, just one game. This method is one of the laziest ways to earn money, and I've streamlined it even further by incorporating AI. Make sure you stick around until the end of the video because I'll be sharing an extra tip that can help you achieve these results and get monetized within the next 30 days. With this approach, you could be making money while lying in bed and turning this into a full-time income in no time. This method stands out because it requires minimal effort and takes the shortest time. So before we dive in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Now let's get started. I'm pretty sure most of you by now have encountered these types of videos while you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts and TikTok. They're everywhere, right? And what's even more noticeable is how these channels are racking up millions upon millions of views. Even if I pull up TikTok right now, you'd still see countless examples proving just how evergreen this niche is across all short-form platforms. Now, while these videos are consistently pulling in massive views, the creators behind them are also gaining millions of followers, riding the wave of virality that this niche offers. But here's the catch. I tried to learn how to make these types of videos myself. I spent hours digging through content, searching for a comprehensive tutorial that could guide me from scratch. But to my surprise, there isn't even a single proper video out there that covers every step needed to create this content. So what did I do? I took matters into my own hands. After countless hours of trial and error, and after putting in a lot of hard work, I finally figured it out. And today, I'm excited to share it with all of you. This channel is all about unveiling those hidden secrets that big channels don't want you to know about. To create these types of videos, we really only need one key application, which is called BeamNG Drive. To get started, we need to first head over to Google, type in Steam, and go to the site to install Steam. Once Steam is installed, the platform will look something like this. Next, you'll need to navigate to the search bar and type in BeamNG Drive. Since I've already downloaded it, it's showing up as play on my end, but typically you'd see an install button here. This is how the icon looks, so you'll know you're on the right track. Once you click install, it will begin the installation process automatically. Since I already have it, I can just click play, and within a few seconds, you'll see a launch pop-up like this. Before we jump into the game though, we'll need to make a quick stop back at our browser. The reason is that BeamNG doesn't come with all the branded modern cars by default. So to get those, we'll need to download some mods real quick. I'm going to go back to Google and type in BeamNG car mods. You'll see a site pop up under this name. Head there and you'll be able to download some of the latest and most popular cars. If you're a car enthusiast, you probably already know what you want. But if not, just Google the most trending cars from the 2000s and you'll end up with a comprehensive list. To demonstrate, I'm going to search for a BMW M4 on BeamNG and click search. As you can see, it's showing all the mods available under this name. I'm going to click on one of them, then click download mod and then download again. It will save to your PC automatically. You'll need to repeat this process to download a few other vehicles. There are a few other websites where you can find mods, so feel free to explore those as well. Now, you might be wondering what kind of topics you should create videos on, especially if you're not familiar with the game itself. You might be thinking, what should I be making videos about? To help with that, you can go to ChatGPT and type, generate untouched BeamNG video ideas for YouTube Shorts. Once you do that, it will generate some unique ideas suggested by AI. For instance, I've seen some of these ideas before, like cinematic car chases. They're unique, but someone has likely already explored them. Even wake-up durability tests and epic jumps are becoming more common. So, for this video, I'm going to do something similar to the crash test series, a trending topic called the brake test. Now that we've downloaded everything we need, I'm going to select the mod car file that I downloaded earlier. You might be wondering how to install these downloaded mod car files. To do that, you need to go to the folder where you downloaded the mod. You'll see that it's saved as a .zip file. Here's the important part. Don't extract it. Instead, copy the .zip file as it is. Then go back to the BeamNG Drive launcher, which appears when you start the software. click on Manage User Folder and then open in Explorer. Now you'll see a list of folders. What you need to do is go to the Mods and Repo folder and paste your vehicle mod there. You'll see it appear in the list, along with any other mods you've previously installed. Once you've done that, you can close this window and the tab. Next, go back to the launcher, click Cancel, and then click Launch. Within a few seconds, depending on your PC's speed, you'll see the BeamNG interface appear. It's now time to click on Free Roam. You'll notice there are plenty of maps available, each allowing you to demonstrate different, unique scenarios. For this example, I'm going to perform a brake test, and after some research, I've decided to use the East Coast USA map. I'm going to choose the highway as the spawn point, and once I click it, the map will load and will be transported to the starting location. Now that we're in the map, you'll notice the speedometer and other indicators on the right side of the screen. There's also a recording option, but I'll explain why I don't recommend using it in just a moment. First, I'm going to get familiar with the controls, which are pretty much the same as other simulators. You can move around with the arrow keys, and the vehicle's acceleration and braking are controlled by the regular arrow keys. Now, I'm going to spawn the vehicle that I'll be testing in this brake test. First, I'll drive to a suitable spot for the test. I'm planning to head over to the highway entrance where I'll conduct the brake test. I'm going to park the car in the exact spot where I want the test to begin. Once I've parked, I'll hit Escape to bring up the menu and then select Vehicles. You'll see the entire fleet of vehicles that you've downloaded as mods, along with everything else. Make sure you select trending vehicles that have a lot of fans. For example, a Ferrari will always have a strong following, so be sure to include popular models. Newly released cars or those involved in famous incidents also work well. Just to demonstrate, I'm going to choose the Hoonigan Ford Focus driven by Ken Block. Once I select the vehicle, I'll have different variants to choose from. I'm going to go with the Rally variant and click Replace Current. In a few seconds, the new vehicle will spawn on the map. Now, I'm going to accelerate towards the highway entrance, which is our designated braking point, and I'm going to slam on the brakes right when I reach that spot. The goal is to see whether the vehicle stops before hitting the barriers. Let's do a demo run now. Depending on the vehicle's braking and acceleration, the outcome will vary. If at any point you want to restart the test, just press R, and it will instantly reset the car to the starting point, ready for another run. Now, as I mentioned earlier, BeamNG has an inbuilt recording option, but I don't recommend using it. Instead, I suggest going to a site called OBS. OBS is a free open source screen recorder that you can download easily. To get it, just go to Google and type OBS screen recorder. You'll end up on a page where you can download it. Once you have it installed, the interface will look like this. As you can see, I'm recording this tutorial using OBS right now. Just click Start Recording and it will capture everything happening on your screen. Once you've started recording, go back to BeamNG and perform the brake test. I'm going to show you how to respawn in another vehicle. Once again, hit Escape, select Vehicles, and choose a different car to test. This time I'm going to go with the Lamborghini Huracan. After selecting it, click Replace Current, and the vehicle will spawn in place of the previous one. Make sure you use the other arrow keys on the number pad to change the camera angles and get different perspectives during your tests. I'm going to demonstrate another run with this vehicle. Now, to create a crash scenario, I'm going to select another vehicle. Let's go with something a bit different to really showcase the capabilities of this game. So the next step involves using video editing software to compile and create your final video. After you've screen recorded all the necessary footage, you'll need to open your browser, head over to Google, and search for CapCut. Once you've found it, you'll want to download the CapCut desktop version for Windows. It's a user-friendly tool, and once downloaded, you'll be ready to start editing. After the installation is complete, open CapCut and click on Create Project to begin. Next, you'll need to import your screen recordings from the Downloads folder. Simply select the footage and click Open. Once imported, drag the footage onto the timeline, and now you can see all your clips lined up and ready for editing. The first task is to adjust the aspect ratio of your video. Change it to 9:16 by selecting the appropriate option. This will allow you to focus on specific areas of the video, such as the car in this case, by stretching the footage as needed. Let's play it back for a moment to see how it looks. Next, we'll add a title and include the vehicle models you're demonstrating along with a voiceover. To generate the voiceover, head back to your browser and type in voicemaker.in. Once on the site, you'll land on a page where you can input all the vehicle model names and titles that will be part of the video. Since we're doing a brake test, I'll start by typing in brake test. I'll then add a 1-second pause, followed by a full stop, and continue inputting the rest of the vehicle names we're showcasing. Make sure to add a full stop after each entry to ensure proper pronunciation. You can also insert pauses between words, as you'll later edit and spread these throughout the video. If you find that certain numbers or terms aren't pronounced correctly, you might need to spell them out phonetically or in letter form. After entering all the information, it's time to select a voice. You can explore different options, but in this case, I think the voice under the name Luna is ideal. After choosing Luna, click Submit. Before converting the text to speech, adjust the voice speed to around 50% to make it sound more natural. Then click on Convert Speech. The voiceover will be generated and available for download in seconds, without needing any subscription or sign up. Now download the voiceover file and save it to your PC. Next, import this voiceover into CapCut by selecting it and clicking Open. Drag the voiceover onto the timeline. We'll now start splitting the voiceover into individual segments. To do this, find the end of each spoken phrase and click Split. Then move to the beginning of the next phrase and split again. Continue this process until each part of the voiceover is separated. Delete any blank areas and then reposition the segments to match the video content. We'll need to add text overlays corresponding to the voiceover. Click on Text and start by typing Brake Test as our first title. Choose a preset style that suits the video and place it at the beginning, ensuring it's aligned with the voiceover. Next, add another text overlay for the vehicle model. For example, if we're testing the focus, type that in and add a suitable animation. Place it in the correct position and select a fitting preset. Make sure the text is synchronized with the voiceover. Once you've added text for all vehicle models, play back the video to see how it looks. If everything is aligned, we can move on to fine-tuning the audio. If the video's background sound is too loud, select the video, go to the audio settings, and lower the volume to around 25 decibels. Play the video again to ensure the sound levels are balanced. We're almost done, but we need to add one final touch. A sound effect that signifies success or failure in the tests. Head back to YouTube to find additional sounds like crash or fail sound effects. Copy the video link, use a downloader tool to save the sound effect, and import it into CapCut. Drag this audio onto the timeline and position it where needed. Lastly, you might want to include visual indicators, such as a tick or an X, to show whether each vehicle passed or failed the test. Search for tick PNG and XPNG on Google, download them, and import them into CapCut. Place these images at the appropriate points in the video, adjusting their size and position to fit the screen. Once you've positioned everything correctly, play the video to see how it all comes together. Finally, repeat these steps for the remaining vehicles. Once you're satisfied with everything, click Export to render your video. Now, let's take a look at the final product. This is how the completed video will appear.
Brake test. Ford Focus. Bugatti Chiron.
Also guys, one thing I need to mention is that when you download BeamNG from Steam, it's not free. It comes with a one-time fee of $25, but it's definitely worth it. However, if you're just starting out and want to save some money, don't worry. There are other ways to download BeamNG for free. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, and you can easily find those versions online. Just do a quick search on Google and you'll find the same game, complete with all the mods, without spending a cent. If you're looking for alternatives, there are a few options out there, though most of them are paid as well. Still, some simulators and other applications should be free, so you could explore those. However, I believe BeamNG is the ideal choice for creating these types of videos. As I mentioned, you can find a free version if you search for it. Moving on, you can upload these videos on YouTube Shorts or other platforms. Even though these videos can get millions of views, keep in mind that YouTube Shorts currently pays around 0.05 per thousand views, which is the RPM. On the other hand, the TikTok creativity program Beta, which was recently launched, pays much more, around $2 per thousand views on average, though this amount can vary. It's still significantly higher than YouTube Shorts RPM. Therefore, I suggest uploading your videos to the TikTok creativity program Beta. Just make sure your video duration is over 60 seconds, ideally around 65 seconds, to qualify for the program. Another thing to note is that there's a location restriction. This program is currently available only in certain countries. But don't worry, if you're not in one of those countries, there's a workaround. You can get a TikTok account from a country that is eligible for the creativity program. There's a site called Genexix Media that offers US, UK, France, Germany, Japan, and Korea TikTok accounts for a one-time fee. For example, I'm actually based in an Asian country, but I purchased a US-based TikTok account from this site, and I've already monetized it. That's why I'm recommending it to you. You can either go this route or stick with YouTube Shorts. It's your choice. I'm just suggesting TikTok because the earning potential is higher. If you use my affiliate link, you'll get an additional 10% discount with the provided coupon code. So for those of you who stayed until the end, I'm now going to reveal how you can do all of this and come out on top within just 30 days. It could be 15 days, but it'll be within 30 days. Here's what you need to do. Choose your niche. Since we did brake tests, stick with that theme. You could title your videos Brake Test Cars from the 2000s, or Which Car Brakes the Best Under the Ferrari Brand, or even Which Lamborghini Stops on Time. You can get creative with the titles. To generate more ideas, go to ChatGPT and ask it to generate 30 similar titles in the BeamNG Drive Brake Test category. For example, you could do a series like Ultimate Challenge, 100 plus cars brake test, episode 1, or which SUV has the best brakes. The possibilities are endless. Just remember to stick to one theme. If you do a brake test today and then a top speed test tomorrow, it might confuse the algorithm. Consistency is key because the algorithm will recognize the pattern and push your videos up. Upload these 30 videos over the next 30 days, and I'm confident your channel will end up in a very positive position, allowing you to monetize on any platform, be it YouTube or TikTok. That brings us to the end of this video. If you found this valuable, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like the video. Until next time, take action.